Good day. I invite you to watch this video all the way through. I believe you'll find it truly worthwhile. And if the message resonates with you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
What if I were to reveal to you that in this very moment, you hold the power to reshape your past, and in doing so, transform your present and future? This isn't the stuff of wild imagination or mystical spells, but a timeless principle, long overlooked, that has been wielded by a select few across the centuries. A principle so profound, it might seem like something out of the realm of the extraordinary, yet it operates through unyielding rules of the mind. Most people assume that the past is carved in stone, that what's been done is irreversible, and that failures, missteps, and losses will forever define their path. Yet, picture this. Reality as not a rigid fixture, but a fluid essence, bending to the influence of your own thoughts. Neville Goddard taught that it's entirely possible to reshape your past, transforming it into a force that empowers you. By guiding your mind to embrace this revised account of events as the sole truth, you can set in motion a profound shift in reality itself. This isn't just an abstract idea, it's a proven approach adopted by those who've dramatically turned their lives around. Yet, the real challenge lies in this. Most people never tap into its potential because they fall into a crucial trap. If you watch this video through to the end, you'll uncover a clear, step-by-step process for reprogramming your destiny. You'll gain insight into how to rework your history in your own consciousness, allowing the universe to realign with your fresh perspective. And above all, you can put this into practice starting today. Are you prepared? Let's dive in and unpack this idea. So many of us carry the notion that our past is etched in stone, unyielding and permanent. We treat the moments of our lives as rigid truths, locked away and impossible to revise. But in reality, this is just an illusion, one shaped by societal expectations and our own interpretation of time. Our memories aren't impartial recordings of events. Instead, they are fresh recreations we build anew whenever we look back. As Neville Goddard taught, the past doesn't exist out in the world. It's entirely a product of our inner awareness. That means it can shift and evolve, much like our thoughts and core beliefs. If we manage to reshape how we see our history, our present and future will naturally realign to fit this updated view. In the end, it's our convictions about the past that truly forge the reality we experience. Recall a moment when you felt absolutely certain about an event, only to learn later that the details were quite different from what you remembered. Or think about a time when a friend or family member recalled the same incident in a completely contrasting way. These experiences vividly demonstrate that the past isn't a rigid, unchanging truth. It's fluid and adaptable, shaped profoundly by how we perceive it. Your mind operates on a straightforward yet powerful principle. The ideas you repeatedly affirm and genuinely believe in become your personal reality. If you dwell on setbacks, fixate on mistakes, and relive painful moments, your subconscious treats them as the foundation for constructing your everyday world. However, when you consciously shift your perspective on the past, your inner worldview begins to evolve, and with it, the very circumstances of your life. Imagine your mind as a sophisticated computer, with memories serving as editable programs. By altering even a minor aspect of how you view your history, you're essentially installing a fresh program that sets new patterns in motion for your present and future. That's why those who master this skill often describe their lives transforming so rapidly that it feels like stepping into an entirely new realm. The real question isn't whether this approach works. It's whether you're ready to put it into practice. Are you prepared to release the outdated story of your past and forge a fresh one that truly supports your growth? If you're ready, the initial step is to pinpoint the memory that deserves a new perspective. We all encounter those lingering moments that weigh us down like an unseen burden. It might stem from a setback, a disagreement, a disappointment, or a missed opportunity. But what if, right now, You could seize control of your history and reshape it so that it no longer dictates your path ahead. What if a single shift in how you view the past could trigger a ripple effect, sparking a chain of positive transformations in your present life? Begin by recognizing the events that still hold sway over you. This could involve a scenario where you felt rejected, unfairly wronged, or deprived of something meaningful. Pay close attention to how your body responds when that memory surfaces. Whether it's tension building, anxiety rising, or irritation flaring up, these signs reveal that it's still influencing your daily experience. Now take a moment to reflect. What if that memory could unfold in a completely new light? What if the moment you see as a failure was, in reality, a crucial turning point that guided you toward something better? Your memories aren't rigid recordings etched in stone. They're fluid and adaptable, shaped by emerging beliefs and insights. The way you frame those past events ultimately dictates their impact on your life today. So, pick one memory that's been troubling you, examine it with care, and try picturing it evolving in a different way. Rather than fixating on rejection or acceptance, disappointment or fulfillment, or loss itself, imagine an unforeseen gain. It's essential not just to picture this shift in your mind's eye, but to truly grasp how your life could transform if events had unfolded differently. The deeper you explore this reframed memory, the more your mind embraces it as genuine reality. Think about how, over time, certain moments from the past fade into the background, while others rise in prominence and meaning. This shows that our view of what has come before is flexible and open to reinterpretation. The crucial insight is that the past shapes the present only when we're bound to a specific way of seeing it. By letting go of rigid interpretations of events, we unlock the power to alter not only our inner emotional landscape, but the world around us as well. When you consciously adopt a new version of your history, your subconscious begins to adapt, reshaping your life in turn. Yet choosing this fresh memory is only the beginning. To make it a lasting part of your awareness, you must experience it fully, as if it had always been your truth. This is the true strength of the approach championed by Neville Goddard. Simply picturing scenes in your mind won't lead to real change if it stays as nothing more than fleeting images. Your subconscious responds not to words or visuals alone, but to genuine emotions, and only a deeply felt experience can reshape your reality. When you recreate a new version of an event, don't just observe it from afar. Immerse yourself fully in the moment. Feel the joy, the relief, the confidence, or any other emotions that would naturally arise if this event had unfolded exactly as you desire. Your mind can't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. It embraces as truth anything infused with strong emotional depth. Imagine, for instance, that the money you've been hoping for has arrived. Let yourself experience the satisfaction, the ease, and the assurance that tomorrow holds no worries. Or, if you faced a conflict, rewrite its outcome in your thoughts. Sense the harmony, the mutual understanding, and the delight of a perfectly resolved situation. The more intense your emotions, the quicker your subconscious will adopt this new reality as its own. The ideal time for this practice is just before sleep. In that state, your mind is at its most receptive, with the boundary between conscious and subconscious thoughts growing faint. As you ease into relaxation, you're essentially programming your inner self to accept this revised version of events. Repeat the memory in your mind over and over until it feels like the only truth you know. A common mistake people make is expecting instant results. Yet, your mind is accustomed to the old narrative, and for the new one to take hold, it needs consistent reinforcement. Think back to moments in your past that seemed insignificant at the time, but later became defining turning points. Often, this happens because those experiences were replayed in your memory again and again, gradually shaping your world. This approach proves equally effective. The more you revisit the fresh memory, the more firmly it takes root in your mind. Over time, you'll find yourself slowly fading out the old recollection and overlaying it with this new one. Before long, it will feel as though this updated version has always been part of your reality, and that's the moment when your everyday world starts to transform. Yet, there's a vital consideration to keep in mind. Even as you detect the first subtle shifts, it's essential to avoid disrupting them through impulsive steps. Speaking about your efforts to reshape your subconscious or testing for changes in your surroundings too early can derail the entire process. Far too many people fall into this trap, eagerly seeking proof of their progress right after trying the technique. They open up to friends, share their excitement, or hunt for indicators, only to weaken the clear image they've built in their inner world. Think of your subconscious as freshly poured cement. Once you've pressed a new shape into it, it must be left undisturbed to harden. Constantly prodding, examining, or talking about it will only warp or wipe away the impression you've made. Thus, embracing silence and cultivating inner tranquility are the cornerstone elements for successfully altering your reality. Whenever the impulse strikes to verify if any changes have taken hold, bear in mind that this only disrupts the natural flow. Your subconscious mind shuns uncertainty, embracing as true only what you fully accept as an unshakable fact. Once you've asserted a fresh take on your past as the definitive reality, carry on with complete assurance, free from any lingering doubts. Resist the urge to seek out evidence and instead immerse yourself in life as if the shifts have already occurred. For example, if you've reshaped your memories of receiving money, don't linger in anxious expectation. Instead, nurture a quiet, steady confidence that it's already within your grasp. Similarly, if you've reframed a painful experience, avoid scrutinizing how others respond and adopt an inner posture as though the revised events have truly come to pass. The universe aligns with your deepest inner state, not your spoken words or external actions. This is precisely why those who intentionally rework their past observe that circumstances begin to adapt to their renewed beliefs. At times, transformations become so seamless that they feel as if they've always been a part of life's rhythm. You may have observed this in your own experiences, where profound conviction shapes the world around you, making reality align with your deepest beliefs. What you view as unavoidable truly unfolds. This principle applies universally, touching every area of life, be it finances, relationships, or well-being. The essence lies in nurturing a fresh conviction within your mind, shielding it from hasty examination that could disrupt its growth. Instead of vigilantly scanning your surroundings for evidence of change, embrace it as an established reality, even when outward appearances remain unchanged. The most intriguing paradox in this journey is that shifts happen most rapidly when you relinquish your expectations. By carrying yourself as though your desires have already materialized, you stop projecting a sense of longing into the world and begin radiating an aura of fulfillment. This mindset, in turn, attracts new situations that validate your inner certainty. Consider it akin to a seed you've sown in the soil. If you constantly unearth it to verify its progress, it will never blossom into life. Allow time to work in your favor. The more faith you place in the process, the more swiftly it takes root in your everyday reality. Eventually, you'll glance back at your journey and recognize that your fresh beliefs have evolved from fleeting ideas into the core of your existence. In that moment, you might even smile, reflecting on the uncertainties you once harbored about whether this approach would truly succeed. And with that, we've come to the close of this video. By now, you grasp that your past isn't an unyielding truth, but a flexible framework you can reshape at will. You've explored the technique employed by Neville Goddard and come to see that reality isn't rigid. It's molded by the way you perceive it. When you rewrite a past event in your mind, you spark a ripple of change that influences your present and future alike. Above all, this method isn't just about visualization. It demands a profound emotional engagement with the revised scenario. Without that heartfelt connection, the shifts simply won't endure. Now, you have 3 straightforward steps to follow. First, pinpoint the memories that require alteration. Second, reframe them with the right emotions. And third, shield the process from doubts or the need for outside proof. This isn't some mystical force. It's a reliable principle that only a few tap into. Yet keep in mind that knowing it is not enough. True transformation comes only through action. Don't delay any further. Dive in today. Select a circumstance that's still shaping your life and transform it within your mind. Give this fresh perspective time to take hold, and soon enough, the world around you will start to mirror your inner thoughts. If this video has been valuable to you, show your appreciation with a like and drop a comment about the situation you'd love to reshape in your own story. Your insights and stories hold real power, and who knows, your words could be the spark that helps someone else rewrite their path.
If you enjoyed this video, please support our channel by subscribing. Thank you for watching.